Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content now, we'll take a look at BTC on a weekly basis all the way down to the low degree and try to figure out what type of a correction we're currently making and all that good stuff, and how can we basically anticipate the next move for BTC. On a macro basis, as we discussed, as long as BTC is keeping a body candle above the weekly 21-EMA, let's take a look at the monthly time frame really quickly before we go on the low degree. Okay, so as long as we can keep a body candle above the monthly above the weekly 21-EMA on the monthly basis, right, the uptrend, it is still it is still ongoing, right? So we will talk about it in another video and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a daily basis first. So throughout the last let's say 60 less than 60 days, because the consolidation started since like December 5th, and right now it is like January 26th, so almost okay, 2 months. Okay, in 5 days it'll be 2 months, right? 10 days actually, right? So you can see like the daily 21-EMA been holding strongly as a support right here, and basically printed an ending diagonal. It looks like an ending diagonal with a reversal daily pattern right there, and basically broke out below the daily 21. So the daily 21 been a massive support over the last you can even say like a 3 month. Okay, since like November 14th, it's been a solid support. Right now it could potentially be a solid resistance just to print some sort of like a consolidation in this range. As of now, we don't know what type of correction we could get. As I described in our members video, it is quite difficult to be anticipating the exact pattern market going to be printing after only a single impulsive move. We could call it an impulsive move, because if you take a look at it on a 3D, it looks impulsive. So we knew at some point BTC will try to pull back up either from the daily 100-EMA or the weekly 21-EMA. The daily 100-EMA, it is right there, just about, it was right there just about like a 39,000, and at the same time we had the 3D 21-EMA support right around like a 40,000. So this range right there of 39 to 40,000 was a very tight range for the bulls to stay constant and basically try to keep the price above it. Even if price kept on dropping all the way down to the weekly 21-EMA, bulls still going to be anticipating some support right there at the weekly 21-EMA. However, it hasn't yet retested the weekly 21-EMA around like a 37.4, 37.2, give or take, depending on the volatility and all that good stuff, right? So what could we say on a daily basis, right? If the daily 21-EMA, if and only if the daily 21-EMA remains as a resistance over the next like a few days, the primary support to the downside going to remain at the same time the weekly 21-EMA. Okay, the weekly 21 as of now, it is at 37.4, right, give or take 37.4, 37.2, depending on the volatility. Or if one is comfortable with the weekly 21 SMA, I don't use the weekly 21 SMA a lot, but if one is comfortable with it, could basically cover all the way down to the weekly 21 SMA, which is somewhere around let's do it like that, which is somewhere around 35,850. okay, 35,850, if and only if the daily 21-EMA going to remain as resistance and all that good stuff, right? So basically we know the primary resistance, right, on a daily basis, the daily 21-EMA, because we cannot use the 3D 21. We're already above the 3D 21, so temporarily. So the 3D 21, it is a support regardless if the daily going to reject the price or not, but this area is a first support area, right? Let's say 40,000 was the first support area. Secondary support area going to be the weekly 21-EMA slash your 3D 50, if you basically want to take a look at it on a 3D basis. Okay, so in terms of indicators, the reason why I'm not anticipating a big reversal to close above 45.5, 46.5 on a monthly basis is like, if we take a look at the 3D time frame, MACD is still negative, okay, and price action maintain a solid close below the 3D 21-EMA. So that is not a good sign in terms of like a in terms of a uptrend. So it means like price action most likely going to be cooling off, right? And basically wait for the lower degree, let's say the daily time frame, okay, for the daily time frame to start to print some sort of like a bullish divergences potentially, right? It doesn't have to, but it is something like one could anticipate. Let's say if we cross positive right here, wouldn't fall for it if you short-term trading on a macro basis. Let's say weekly and higher, or even like a monthly and higher, it really doesn't matter as long as we maintaining a body candle above the weekly 21 EMA. All of that, all of this doesn't matter whether we get a bullish reversal or not. Okay, so in order to basically get a positive momentum, we need the MACD, right, on a daily basis, right, to start flipping positive. Okay, the lower degree, let's say the 12-hour, it is looking good right now, but no bullish divergence because we just got our first pullback up, and it looks like a 2 waves as of now, 1, 2, and 3. Could it be 5? Yes, it could be 5, but for a correction, I would just say a 2-wave move. Okay, I mean 3-wave move. Okay, 2 impulsive moves. So if we get this move and then come back down, it can still do something like that and stay in this range for the next like a few weeks, right? And just to print a potential double top, double bottom, and then later on decide, right, if it is going to be breaking out to the upside or not. Okay, we got a similar pattern right there. As you can see right here, myself, I was expecting, right, this double top, double bottom right here to at least, okay, push back down, right, 50%, or even, continue the downtrend. However, you can see like BTC, maintain a bullish pattern and basically push to the upside, okay, after the retest of the 50% pullback of this range right there. So you do a swing low to swing high, came back down 50% and basically push back up. So I'm not saying we're going to get a similar pattern where BTC going to print a double bottom right here and double top and retrace back, let's say 50% to 0.618 and continue to the upside. But if we get something like that, we just have to be ready, because the overall trend on a macro basis, quarterly, monthly, or even weekly, it is still bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised, okay, for a consolidation like that, or even a wedge pattern. I don't know, I'm just speculating regarding the type of a pattern we could get, but all I can say is like we are still in a correction phase. Even though we just got a 5% move, it is not time basically to be anticipating a move back up to like a 60k, 70k, and all that good stuff, right? We just have to basically maintain a solid consolidation range above the weekly 21 EMA on the monthly basis, meaning like the monthly candle, we want the monthly candle for the macro basis, right, to stay above the weekly 21. Okay, it doesn't mean like during the monthly time frame it can violate the weekly 21 EMA, right? Let's say BTC could drop all the way down to like a 36, 35, where we got the weekly 21 SMA, right? However, we just don't want, right, the monthly candle, kind of like what happened right here back in May 2021, a whole body candle basically dumping below the weekly 21 EMA, as you can see right here. Okay, or if you go back to 2019, September 2019, after we closed below the weekly 21 EMA on the monthly basis, price basically struggled, okay, to stay back up above the monthly 21 EMA for like a few months. Okay, I mean weekly 21 EMA on a monthly basis for like a few months. Okay, so going back to the lower degree, just to recap it, right, overall the macro basis, it is looking pretty juicy. BTC is still in a macro uptrend. However, it has begun a basically a short-term consolidation, between let's say since like we retested 49k, which was our nearly 0.786 retracement. As we discussed, 48 up to 52k area going to be a big resistance, because we need a monthly close above 45.5 up to 46.5. So we ended up getting a rejection, temporary rejection, right around like a 48, 49k area. So we will see over the next like a few days, few weeks, if the daily time frame will basically start to flip positive, and then the 3D time frame, if if we flip back to the 3D basis, you can see the 3D time frame on the MACD. It is still a negative, even though we just got a big support from the mid range on the RSI. I was expecting a support right here. So, but these type of supports, you just don't know how long they're gonna last. So you just have to be very patient. Even though we got a big 3D reversal, nearly 4.5–5% move right on the 3D basis, which is pretty good. But price, it is still in a consolidation range, in this area. Okay, so that's the takeaway. I don't see a big move back up above 50K. Anything could happen, right? But just be patient within the next like a few days and let the indicators flip back bullish, right? And basically go back with the macro bullish pattern and all that good stuff. Okay, so guys, make sure to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. You can also hit the likes, right? Join the Discord public group, or the Discord premium group, and all that good stuff. Everything in the description. Thanks a lot for watching.